Caffeine, sugar, and alcohol, they all disrupt your sleep. But which one is the worst one? In today's video, I'm going to share with you how sugar, caffeine, and alcohol impact your sleep, which one is the worst one, and also 3 things you can do to improve your sleep and wake up more refreshed in the morning. So first one, caffeine, the pretty interesting one because each person metabolizes caffeine differently. But even though if you are like fast caffeine metabolizer that you can have a cup of coffee 6 p.m. and still fall asleep, it doesn't mean it doesn't have impact on your sleep quality because caffeine interferes with your deep sleep, REM sleep. And that means that if over time you overdo on caffeine, it can contribute to adrenal fatigue and gradually lower energy, especially in the morning or during the day overall, because caffeine spikes cortisol. And when we have too much cortisol in our system, it affects adrenal, your energy center, and also hormonal imbalances, sleep energy over time. Then alcohol, similar one, but with pretty much no benefits, I would say. I know that alcohol helps us to fall asleep, unwind, relax, and give us this feel-good feeling for a short period of time. But even if you fall asleep easily after having a glass of wine in the evening, then it actually affects your REM, deep sleep phase of your sleep, which is super important for you to waking up refreshed. And also it impacts how your body repairs and regenerates because night is a time when the damage that has been done to our health through busy day at work, the toxins we consumed with food, the night is a time when your body detoxifies, clears, and when we ingest alcohol on regular basis, it's extra work for your liver. And the interesting thing is your body needs even up to 3 days to metabolize and clear up the alcohol remainings from your system. So that means if you have alcohol every other day or 3 times a week, it's basically a state where you never fully clear alcohol, so you don't allow your body fully to start repairing and regenerating. And of course, that has impact on your aging and longevity overall. So alcohol, if you want to have once a week, 1-2 drinks, it's I would say reasonable amount depending on your lifestyle as well, of course, but drinking more than that, more frequently, not really good for sleep, energy, and overall health. And the last one, sugar, one of my favorite ones because sugars are pretty much everywhere, and nowadays there is more research emerging around sugar, anxiety, and lots of other like health problems that sometimes we may not even be aware of. So in terms of like sleep, sugar basically causes sugar spikes. And what happens that when we have those sugar spikes, when you have the sugar drop in the night, it will pump cortisol into your system to increase your blood sugar, and that's something that will wake you up in the night. So if you wake up in the night not knowing really why, it's worth to having a look on your blood sugar balance and also your sugar intake overall. Apart from that, having sugar, especially in the evening or after dinner, have kind of like very stimulating effects and excites our like neurotransmitter. So that's something that can keeps you awake and make fall asleep more difficult. And then over time, it can also like contribute or exacerbate the anxiety because again, sugar depletes you from zinc. Zinc is one of the cofactors that helps you make GABA, the relaxing, feel good neurotransmitter. So if you have like sugary snack once in a while, that's probably fine. But if that's your habit, that you have that dessert after dinner or don't eat enough during the day and then you reach out for some quick sugary snacks in the night, then have massive impact on your sleep, health overall, and hormonal balance as well. What's also important, sugar can contribute to restless leg and also leaky gut. So yeah, sugar overall has so many implications, not only sleep, but yeah, let's focus on sleep in this video. So to answer like the question, which one is the worst? They are all pretty bad. Caffeine has some like benefits, like antioxidant, as I mentioned. Alcohol doesn't have much of the benefits, more only like damage. And sugar pretty much the same. We need a bit of like healthy sugars, but overall I think sugar has like the most of the implications and the side effect, especially if you consume that in excess and on regular basis. I actually made another video how to break sugar addiction in simple actionable steps. So if you struggle with sugar cravings, I will put link below so you can watch that as well, because that will help you massively with sleep, energy, and overall feeling better. So in terms of like what you can do, there are 3 things I would highly recommend, and that's something you can implement instantly as well. So first one, in terms of like sugar, because that's one of the worst one, I would say. So try to avoid sugar and sugary foods in the evening. So basically, if you're having dessert, try to cut it, and if you want to have some sugary sweet treats, try to feed them during the day. And also be mindful about overall sugar intake. I like personally aim for around 50 grams of all sugars as a healthy, safe amount. You can go up to like 70 grams of all sugars. But again, it depends on your activity level, what type of work you do, and a few other factors. If you're not sure, how much sugar you're actually consuming, I would try to use one of those nutrition trackers, either Chronometer or FitnessPal, where you can input the foods and you can see how much sugar on average you consume. So you can use that as a starting point and gradually start reducing. I'm very against sweeteners as well, so you can also check out my other video why actually sweeteners are worse than normal sugars. And yeah, reducing that sugar intake, very, very important. Then the second one, I call it the 3-2-1 rule. So basically finish eating your dinner, last food in your system 3 hours before your bed, because that allows you to digest. If we digest too much food, it keeps our body on alert, preventing us from good quality sleep. Then 2 hours before bed, stop working, allow your body to unwind, get ready for the bed. And ideally 1 hour before sleep, switch off from all the screens, especially scrolling, because that stimulates your dopamine centers and keeps us wired and awake. If you really cannot imagine, your bedtime routine without screen, your phone, YouTube, then just watch something easily, ideally read something, journal, find your own routine without too much screen or especially stimulating content. And then the third one, go to bed before 11 p.m. because that's the time where your adrenals regenerate the most. That's where you can optimize your sleep, I would say, to get the most quality, the best sleep, and enhance all the regenerate detox processes in your body, and aim for like 7-8 hours of sleep.